Ladies and gentlemen, the procession with the chief guest is about to enter the hall. Please rise.
Honorable Governor, may I request you to declare the Convocation 2011 open.
I declare the Convocation 2011 open.
Azhar Mir, a candidate for conferment and award of degree of Bachelor of Science in Materials Engineering, will now recite a few verses from the Holy Quran.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إني جزيتهم اليوم بما صبروا أنهم هم الفائزون. قال كم لبثتم في الأرض عدد سنين؟ قالوا لبثنا يوما أو بعض يوم فاسأل العادين. قال إن لبثتم إلا قليلا لو أنكم كنتم تعلمون. أفحسبتم أنما خلقناكم عبثا وأنكم إلينا لا ترجعون. فتعالى الله الملك الحق لا إله إلا هو رب العرش الكريم. ومن يدع مع الله إلها آخر لا برهان له به فإنما حسابه عند ربه إنه لا يفلح الكافرون. وقل رب اغفر وارحم وأنت خير الراحمين. In the name of Allah, the most benevolent, ever merciful. I have rewarded them this day for their patience and constancy, and they are indeed the ones who have come to attainment. They will be asked, how long did you live on the earth in terms of years? They will say, a day or less than a day. So ask those who keep account, He will say, you stayed there only a moment, if you knew. Do you think we created you for nothing, and that you will not be returned us to for account? Exalted then be Allah, the King, the reality. There is no God but He, the Lord of the throne of honor. Whoever worships another God apart from Allah, for which he holds no proof, will have to account for it before his Lord. Verily, the unbelievers shall not prosper. So say, my Lord, forgive and have mercy, for you are the best of the merciful. صدق الله العظيم.
The Pro-Rector Academics of the GIKI Institute, Professor Dr. Fazal Ahmed Khalid, Sitara Imtiaz, is invited to deliver the welcome speech.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Honorable Chief Guest, Governor Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Barrister Masood Kausar, Rector Mr. Jahangir Bashar, Executive Director Dr. Shaukat Hamid Khan, Senator Salim Saifullah Khan, Members Board of Governors, guests, deans, faculty, colleagues, parents, graduating students, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum and good morning. I'm pleased to welcome all our worthy guests, and especially the Chief Guest, for presiding over the 15th Convocation of the Institute and to grace the occasion. Ladies and gentlemen, the role of universities is crucial in creation of knowledge for scientific and technological development, innovation, and progress towards knowledge economy. This has been recognized by bringing a major shift in the functions of universities, that is to excel in teaching, emphasis on research, and community service. In this context, curriculum is revised and updated to incorporate the concept of outcome-based education, assessment criteria, continuous quality improvement, new scientific developments and professional ethics in view of the greater international mobility of graduates and engineers. In Pakistan, in recent years, exponential growth has occurred in the higher education, both in public and private sectors. 60 universities out of 135 are offering engineering programs in 23 engineering disciplines. A campaign has been launched to enhance quality and to define the program learning outcomes and revision of curricula. The relevance of current research to meet our societal needs is essential in order to solve problems in the field of manufacturing, energy, food, water, security, environment, and economic growth. GIK Institute has endeavored to undertake this role, representing a fine example of public-private partnership. It strives to contribute to the rapid advancement in technology and industrial transformation of the country by producing professionals of high caliber. Promoting higher education in the country as an icon of quality, the Institute has produced 22 PhDs, 201 MS, and over 2,400 BS graduates in the field of engineering who are serving in national and multinational organizations. In this convocation, PhD degrees will be awarded to 13 PhD students along with 9 MS and 297 BS students. It is important to mention that the GIK Institute is in the lead in producing the highest number of indigenous PhD graduates among all engineering universities in the country. The quest for knowledge and understanding of science has led to new developments. For example, it has become possible to generate more new knowledge in the last 50 years as compared to the accumulated knowledge produced in last 500 years. Scientific revolution has outpaced the social revolution. The emerging fields of genetic engineering and nanotechnology, which deals with the manipulation of atoms, molecules, genes, and cells, are expected not only to cure cancer and genetic disorder and increase life expectancy, but change the world around us in coming years. Also, the convergence of nanotechnology with the growing potential of computer, communication, and information technology with the orders of magnitude smaller and faster will be the engines driving technological innovation in future. The application of nanomaterials, nanodevices, nanostructures are now considered in the construction, engineering, transport, energy, sensors, micro and nanoelectronics, security, environment, biomedical, and aerospace industry. The importance of this technology can be realized by the fact that 3 Nobel Prizes, that is in 2006, 8, and 10, are awarded for research in the field of nanotechnology. Another example of commercialization of scientific discovery made in 80s, now utilized to produce USB data storage device that works on the principle of GMR, Giant Magnetoresistor, which has won Nobel Prize in 2007. Ladies and gentlemen, the landscape of higher education is changing fast, and we have to keep pace with these changes to determine relevance, quality, and internationalization. The GIKI Institute is striving to act as an effective agent of change, that is, to become a symbol of quality in engineering by bringing a new tradition of research and to meet international standards and quality benchmarks. In the last 8 years, the Institute has produced 650 research papers which are published in international conferences and journals. As part of the International Linkages Program, the Institute is participating as an active partner with other international collaborators in research projects. These research projects enabled us to establish research labs and facilities to participate in joint research projects with the industry and R&D organizations. 14 research projects are underway that are sponsored by the Higher Education Commission, National ICT Fund, and Pakistan Science Foundation. Recently, 3 projects are approved by the Directorate of Science and Technology, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. As part of the Industry-Academia Linkages Program, we are providing consultancy and testing services to industry and collaborating on design and research projects. This year, 4 technical reports were accomplished for industry. 3 short courses were organized for the participants of local industry and graduate students. The topics covered are Six Sigma Green Belt, Fundamentals of Computational Science, and FPGA-based digital systems. Companies such as Mobilink, Telenor, ICI, Unilever, Shell, PTC, and Lexan Tobacco have offered scholarships for students in addition to providing support for laboratories facilities. ISO 9001 on Quality Management System certification of faculties is in implementation phase, and Mechanical is in the lead to achieve certification recently. New chapter of YES, representing Young Entrepreneur Society, is launched this year to encourage students to learn entrepreneurship and business practices and to become job creators. 2 new MS programs planned to offer degrees in Energy Systems Engineering and Engineering Management. Quality Enhancement Cell is established to collect information and feedback from employers, alumni, faculty, graduating students. That has helped to take measures for improvements and revision of policies based on self-assessment reports. Recently concluded Industrial Open House and Career Fair, which is one of the most important events in the Institute's calendar, has brought together 120 representatives and professionals from industry and research organizations to interact with our faculty and students. 87 projects were displayed by the final year and research students that highlighted the research activities at the Institute. This forum has produced a much closer interaction between academia and industry for collaboration in productivity, research, and innovation. It is gratifying to note that our graduates are hired by industry, R&D institutions, and multinational companies. This is an important indicator for quality assessment and ranking of universities. I believe that the participation of research students in these activities has been appreciated by the industry and may help the Institute in the establishment of incubation center and eventually startup companies to achieve commercial benefits. As part of professional activities this summer, 6 students will join Materials Lab in KAIS, South Korea, Spain, University of Calgary, Canada, to participate in internship program. 6 teams will participate in international competitions in Malaysia, Turkey, Italy, and Japan. These competitions challenge students worldwide to design, build, and test fuel-efficient vehicles using as little energy as possible. Another team will represent in the RoboCup competition to be held next month in Turkey. 9 graduate students have gone abroad for 6-month international research program funded by Higher Education Commission. 13 faculty members and graduate students attended international conferences to present their research papers. Honorable Chief Guest, the faculty is committed to achieve excellence in engineering and research in order to realize the aspirations of the founding fathers. We are prepared to undertake the role of a modern university to create and disseminate knowledge and facilitate translation of knowledge into patents, products, and softwares to create business opportunity and to serve the community at large, as well as to meet the benchmarks for international ranking. In order to achieve the goals of holistic education, the students are encouraged to organize and participate in professional and co-curricular activities. The conducive environment at the campus provides an opportunity to develop managerial skills and leadership qualities in addition to their formal education program. We recognize that the faculty and graduates are critical resources that can make a valuable contribution in the economic development of the country. In order to meet the short-term objectives, we have adopted a plan for upgradation of infrastructure to enhance academic facilities, strengthen research and graduate program, and to increase enrollment of undergraduate to 1,600 and graduates to 150 by next year. We realize that in order to maintain and remain competitive to meet the new challenges, we got to consider options for fundraising, increase number of scholarships and financial assistance, and strengthen industrial and international linkages. Ladies and gentlemen, we have among us a large number of parents. For them, this day brings a sense of satisfaction, joy, and pride. I offer my heartiest congratulations to the proud parents. To the graduating students, I offer my warmest congratulations and wish them all the best in future. You have worked hard. You have worked hard to achieve this milestone. The degree you get today is not your final destination. Let it be just a starting point to embark upon your journey to excellence. Make acquisition of knowledge a lifelong passion. Only then you can reach the pinnacle of glory as professionals. Use your capabilities for betterment of your profession, your family, your nation, and the entire mankind. I sincerely hope that you will always keep the GIKI flag high. I'm sure that the knowledge and learning experience you had at the campus will be a great help to meet the new challenges of real world. Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah said, Pakistan is proud of her youth, particularly the students who are nation builders of tomorrow. They must fully equip themselves by discipline, education, and training for the arduous task lying ahead of them. Ladies and gentlemen, whatever we have achieved is due to the untiring effort of our faculty. I appreciate the services rendered by faculty and thank them for their commitment and devotion. I also thank the administration and staff for their remarkable contribution in our success. I would also like to express my gratitude to the President Sopres, Executive Director, and members of the Executive Committee for their full support. Honorable Chief Guest, valued parents, ladies and gentlemen, I'm grateful for you for being with us today. Your presence has given grace and dignity to this convocation, and I once again thank you very much.
The Rector of the Ghulam Islam Khan Institute, Engineer Mr. Jahangir Bashir, is now invited to address the convocation.
Thank you. Honorable Barrister Masood Kausar, Governor of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Senator Salim Saifullah Khan, members of the Board of Governors and the Executive Committee, Executive Director SOPREST, Dr. Shaukat Hamid Khan, Professor Dr. Fazal Khaled, Pro-Rector Academic, Deans, faculty members, graduating students, parents, families, and distinguished guests. So let me first apologize on behalf of Mr. Shamsul Mulk, who is the president of our holding body, SOPREST, because he has been unwell. He asked me to convey his regards and best wishes to you, sir, and to the congregation. It is my privilege and pleasure to extend to all our valued guests a very warm welcome to the 15th Convocation of the Ghulam Ishaq Khan Institute of Engineering Sciences and Technology. We are honored to have so many distinguished ladies and gentlemen with us. On behalf of the faculty and all other employees, I thank you all for gracing this ceremony. Let me just point out, sir, as you can see, there's a full house over here, and each student was allowed one guest, and I had more than one parent call me wanting to bring in the second parent, and I, in a sense, said, we don't have the place. So they said, what do we do? So I said to this lady, toss a coin. We are especially grateful to our honorable chief guest, Barrister Masood Kausar, the governor of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, who has kindly consented to preside over the convocation and to confer degrees upon our graduating students. Sir, the entire GIK community, particularly the students, will be greatly encouraged by your presence amongst them. I thank you for it. Here at GIK, we strive to produce graduates who can make substantial contributions to society. We encourage students to think originally and to discover for themselves innovative solutions to the complex problems of both the workplace and outside. We learn from them as much as they learn from us. We try and teach them not just to respond to the trends, but to help shape the trends. It gives us considerable satisfaction when we see the many successes of our alumni. We wish this batch of graduates similar successes and more. And let me not forget those who will receive their postgraduate degrees. This is the largest number ever. These students have been pivotal to our rather flourishing research program. I commend and thank them. Our students have won positions and prizes in many national and international competitions. Our graduates are serving in some of the best universities and research and other organizations, both here and abroad. And I would say, sir, those organizations include GIK. The Institute has established linkages and collaboration with reputable universities in several countries. We continue our endeavors to promote a culture of research and collaboration between the Institute and industry. We owe a huge debt of gratitude to all those who have worked so hard to make these achievements possible. We are fortunate to have a faculty that is committed to the pursuit of excellence. The Pro-Rector Academic, Professor Dr. Fazal Khalid, the Pro-Rector Administration and Finance, Mr. Shamsul Huda, and all the deans have been instrumental in achieving our goals. The administration and other staff, all of them have contributed no less a share. I am grateful to each one of them. I must also mention with gratitude the guidance and the support which we have always received from Mr. Shamsul Mulk, the President of SOPREST, the Executive Director, Dr. Shaukat Hamid Khan, and all members of the Board of Governors and the Executive Committee. And I'm pleased to see Mr. Khatak, Mrs. Farah Hamid, And also, Mr. Farid Rahman, thank you, sir. We missed you earlier. Thank you so much for coming. I thank them all. I thank them all for facilitating our work and making our task that much easier. And since Mr. Salim Saifullah is sitting behind me, I haven't forgotten him either. I would like to acknowledge the assistance given to GIK by the Higher Education Commission. I am sure that this will continue in the future. Our foremost ambassadors are our alumni. Their goodwill and support in many areas are greatly appreciated. The government of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, particularly through its Department of Higher Education, has also been lending its support to the Institute. It has been providing scholarships to 10 deserving students from the province each year. Recently, we have also been receiving research assistance from the Directorate of Science and Technology. We are a non-profit organization, and I dare say one of the premier institutions of higher learning in the province and in the country. I must take advantage of your presence here, sir, to suggest that the Institute could certainly benefit from increased support from your government. And not forgetting, being the Chief Executive of FATA, you might like to consider some assistance to students of that area as well. Successful institutions are built on the dreams of men and women of vision. Mr. Ghulam Ishaq Khan and his team at the time were just such people. Successful institutions are sustained by the dedication, professionalism, talent, and hard work of the teams that follow. In the case of this institute, these teams have primarily been the faculty. We honor them as we do the graduating students. More than 300 families must be feeling very proud today as they watch their sons and daughters anxiously waiting to receive the fruits of their labor. I congratulate the students and their families and the faculty members, particularly the deans. We are living in extremely troubled times. That reminds me of another difficult time at independence, not that I was there, when the Quaid-e-Azam gave this advice. My message to all of you is of hope, courage, and confidence. Let us mobilize all our resources in a systematic and organized way and tackle the grave issues that confront us with grim determination and discipline, worthy of a great nation, unquote. As we send forth this new crop of graduates back across the country and perhaps beyond, we expect that having been through the academic rigors and discipline here, they will take the battle to the doubters, and I don't mean literally. We expect that they will fight the battle of the mind, of intellect, of logic, and reason. We expect them to pull us out of the muddle that we are in. Of this we are confident because the Institute, particularly the faculty, has worked very hard to equip them with the skills to confront these challenges. Our destiny lies in the hands of this generation. Let me warn this generation, though, through the words of Mir Ibrahim Rahman, a Pakistani postgraduate student of public administration at Harvard University, who was selected to speak at the graduation ceremony last year. And I quote from his speech: "I came here to find how better I can serve my people, but learned instead that my primary service was to frustrate them enough so they could lead themselves without me. And like many of you, I came here to refuel my passion projects. But instead, I was forced to review past successes and study the aftermath, and sometimes bloodbath. That was the result of bulldozing our idealism onto others. We came here to be more persuasive, but learned how dangerous persuasion can be, no matter how well-intentioned," unquote. The title of Mr. Rahman's speech was "Degree of Confusion." How appropriate the pun. My wish is that as you walk out of here with your degrees, you will leave your confusions behind. I thank you all.
Barrister Masood Kausar, Governor Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, is now requested to address the congregation.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Director, co-rectors, deans, and faculty members, excellencies, valued parents, graduating students, ladies and gentlemen. It is a matter of great pleasure and honor for me to preside over this solemn and august ceremony of the 15th Convocation of the Ghulam Ishaq Khan Institute. I am most grateful to the President of Pakistan for nominating me and Mr. Jahangir Bashar, Director of GIKI Institute, for inviting me to preside over the convocation. I indeed consider it a singular honor to be a part of this dignified ceremony. The convocation is a special day for the young graduates who are going to enter the professional world and shoulder their responsibilities in a very competitive world. The day brings immense joy and great satisfaction to the parents who have eagerly awaited this moment of the fulfillment of their dreams. Ghulam Ishaq Khan Institute was founded with a grand vision to make it a unique institution, imparting high standard technical and engineering education, comparable with the best anywhere in the country or abroad. It is a matter of satisfaction that this institute has fulfilled its promise and stands prominent in the category of best institutions, enjoy high prestige the academic world, and its alumni are serving with distinction in different parts of the world. We pay homage to the wisdom of late Ghulam Ishaq Khan, who conceived this project and later provided guidance to make it a great institution. It is highly satisfying that the institute has successfully maintained highest standards of performance. It is a measure of the success of the institute that 13 PhDs are being awarded in the present convocation. It may will be the highest number of PhD degrees ever awarded in a single convocation in the disciplines of engineering. In this province. Ladies and gentlemen, This remarkable achievement of excellence in so short a time could only be made possible by a team of dedicated teachers who work with wholehearted dedication and diligence. Let us appreciate the efforts of the faculty and congratulate them on their accomplishments. I am pleased to learn that GIKI faculty also excels in research by contributing a large number of research papers published in international journals of repute. Today, Pakistan is confronted with many problems. Only well-coordinated and relevant research efforts can pull the country out of the morass. We require a need-oriented and problem-solving research by our universities. We can't thrive on borrowed technology. Every effort should be made to develop our own indigenous technologies in all fields of life. This will reduce our dependence on others. It is expected that institutions like the GIK Institute will come out to lead the way. Ladies and gentlemen, reaching a point of prestige entails a high price. You cannot rest content with your past laurels. Once you embark upon a journey to excellence, you cannot afford to grow complacent. You require greater efforts to achieve still greater heights. It is a continuous and unending process. Ladies and gentlemen, the present world is staggering pace in the field of science and technology. If we want to be in the mainstream, we must keep pace in this race for advancement. We must produce scientists and engineers of high caliber who are capable of accepting the challenge. We must develop the capacity to move forward. These objectives can be met if we make the process of education an agent of change. We have seen a flood of knowledge in our time. We will not be in a position to benefit from it automatically. To get benefit of the new ideas requires flexibility in our attitudes. As new vistas are opened and new knowledge comes to you, many ideas and theories, even those which were once accepted as facts, become redundant and must be given up. To do this, you must learn how to unlearn what you have already learned. To do this, you have to be open-minded, enlightened, and receptive to new ideas, even though they appear to demolish what mankind have for centuries regarded as sacrosanct. Ladies and gentlemen, education is sometimes aptly defined as a process by which the older generation transmits all its prejudices to the younger generation. This is a serious pitfall which is to be avoided by the teachers and the students. It is the duty of our academia and the younger generation not to accept uncritically all that is presented to them. I think our rigidity and conservatism are the greatest hindrance to a march towards progress, prosperity, and peace. If we want to make progress, we'll have to bring about a change in our mindset. We must not be among those who offered poison to Socrates, not among those who took 400 years to forgive Galileo for propagating revolutionary ideas which were then considered as false, but which today even a child knows to be correct. Let us not banish those who show us the mirror and talk sense. Instead, let us appreciate innovation, and we should not be afraid of change. Our universities should come forward to create an environment where dissent is tolerated and innovators are held in esteem. Let me sound a note of caution here. Knowledge is essential for progress, but knowledge alone is not enough for redemption and salvation of mankind on this planet. There is another word to be explored, the inner word, the word of conscience. A man highly learned but devoid of moral sense and scruples is far more dangerous, harmful, and destructive to society than a man who is ignorant. History bears witness to the fact that nothing could be achieved without moral conduct, high integrity, and strength of character. Never give up your principles for the sake of expedience. Be men and women of integrity and high moral character, without which no real progress is possible. Our education institutions have to play an active role in including a sense of moral propriety in our youth. Honorable parents of the graduating scholars, it is a moment of great joy and pride for you. It is a day of fulfillment for you. It is a day of your dreams coming true. At this moment of joy and pride, I offer my heartiest felicitations and best wishes to you, and hope that your worthy wards will do the nation proud as successful professionals. Dear graduating scholars, I congratulate you on your success. Very soon, you will assume new roles in society. Your intellectual and moral mettle will be tested every day. You will also have to learn a new lesson. It is always worth doing well. There's no other way to do it. Always strive to give your best. Always be ready to accept the challenge. Our society needs a lot of reforms and reconstruction. Now, it will be your duty to reconstruct the society on the principles so eloquently expressed by word and deemed by the father of the nation, Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah. Although the world has made remarkable progress, there is still much ignorance, bigotry, intolerance, squalor, want, and hunger. A new challenge awaits you. I would advise you to serve to the best of your abilities to eradicate these evils and make an earnest endeavor to make this world a better place to live. Ladies and gentlemen, and my dear students, I have read a written speech before you. All this time that I was standing here, I was feeling very embarrassed for the main reason that I had never been a good student. And you are, mashallah, very good students. It is more embarrassing for me that another old class fellow of mine and a very dear friend of mine, Faridur Rahman, is sitting here, who stood first in LLB when we sat in the same examination the same year. Well, that doesn't mean that if you are a bad student, you'll end up as a governor. My dear colleagues, very distinguished people are sitting here, and I'm really proud to be here. And I'm really proud because this is the first time that I had the opportunity of participating in this such a prestigious function. I really don't know what are the problems and the issues in which I can be helpful. There are issues of increase of scholarships. I assure you that I'll take up the matter with the provincial government to increase these scholarships by 100%. And I hope that as far as other issues are concerned, I assure you and the witnesses who are sitting here, they're all my friends, and I'm really, I feel that you must be a proud person, not that the institution is so good and high, enjoys reputation, but also the members of the Board of Governors. To me, they are dedicated people. And to serve in education, you have to have a missionary zeal. And I'm sure that the teachers and the members of the Board of Governors, they do have that zeal and ambition, and they want to serve the country. And there's no other better way of serving the country than to produce good students, good citizens, good young men. Thank you very much.
Now the degrees are to be conferred to the 2011 graduates of the GIKI Institute.
Honorable Governor, may I request you to please confer degrees upon the graduates of the GIKI Institute. The deans are advised to present their candidates.
Dr. Shifat Bazaz, Dean, Faculty of Computer Science and Engineering, is requested to present his candidates to the Governor for the conferment of degrees.
The candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Computer Software Engineering, please rise. Honorable Governor, I, the Dean, Faculty of Computer Science and Engineering, have the honor to present to you my candidates who have completed all the requirements and other obligations for conferment of the degree of Bachelor of Science in Computer Software Engineering.
On the recommendations of the Dean, Faculty of Computer Science and Engineering, and by virtue of the authority vested in me, I now confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Science in Computer Software Engineering, and admit you to all the rights, privileges, and honors pertaining thereto.
Congratulations. Please be seated. The candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Computer System Engineering, please rise. Honorable Governor, I, the Dean, Faculty of Computer Science and Engineering, have the honor to present to you my candidates who have completed all the requirements and other obligations for conferment of the degree of Bachelor of Science in Computer System Engineering.
On the recommendation of the Dean, Faculty of Computer Science and Engineering, and by virtue of the authority vested in me, I now confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Science in the Computer System Engineering, and admit you to all the rights, privileges, and honors appertaining thereunto.
Congratulations. Please be seated. The candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Computer System Engineering, please rise. Honorable Governor, I, the Dean, Faculty of Computer Science and Engineering, have the honor to present to you my candidates who have completed all the requirements and other obligations for conferment of degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Computer System Engineering.
On the recommendations of the Dean, Faculty of Computer Science and Engineering, and by virtue of the authority vested in me, I now confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Computer System Engineering, and admit you to all the rights, privileges, and honors pertaining thereto.
Congratulations. Please be seated.
Dr. Muhammad Junaid Mughal, Dean, Faculty of Electronic Engineering, is requested to present his candidates to the Governor for the conferment of degrees.
The candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Electronic Engineering, please rise. Honorable Governor, I, the Dean, Faculty of Electronic Engineering, have the honor to present to you my candidates who have completed all the requirements and other obligations for conferment of the degree of Bachelor of Science in Electronic Engineering.
On the recommendations of the Dean, Faculty of Computer Science and Engineering, and by virtue of the authority vested in me, I now confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Science in Electronic Engineering, and admit you to all the rights, privileges, and honors appertaining thereunto.
Congratulations. Please be seated. The candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Electronic Engineering, please rise. Honorable Governor, I, the Dean, Faculty of Electronic Engineering, have the honor to present to you my candidates who have completed all the requirements and other obligations for conferment of the degree of Master of Science in Electronic Engineering.